Ziehmer, Technical Service Manager with FMC here in Nebraska and Colorado. And with me,
Gail Stratman. I'm the Regional Technical Manager here in the Midwest and the Northern Plains with FMC.
So this is 2025, and we've had an incredible year for disease, Gail. Do you want to talk a little bit more about what we've seen this year?
Yeah, it's really been a year where we've seen a lot of foliar diseases flare up in corn, especially here in the western part of the Corn Belt, but all the way across the Corn Belt in general. We're standing here in front of a plot in Nebraska and got heavy, really heavy pressure of southern rust, but we've also got some tar spot showing up in this as well. These diseases are both extremely aggressive as we get later into the reproductive cycle, and so it can be really damaging if we don't attempt to manage those early on in those reproductive periods.
So here in York, Nebraska, we have some really fantastic fungicide treatments from FMC that we're going to show you here.
Yeah, so again, showing a couple of different treatments we have here in York, Nebraska. We've got our untreated control here on the left, and then on the right here, we've got Ziehmer LFR by itself. So we have no foliar fungicide over the top of this. Of course, Ziehmer is a foliar fungicide we put on at planting time. And it's definitely not clearing it up 100%. We're seeing where we're getting later infections of both southern rust and much lighter tar spot in there. So we're really seeing the effectiveness of this and the systemic movement of Ziehmer from that at-plant application. So now we're going to walk into this Adastrio plot, which is a foliar fungicide that FMC recently introduced. Highly effective on many of our foliar diseases. And while I showed you the non-treated and the Ziehmer, here's our Adastrio. Again, excellent disease control. We're seeing a few southern rust lesions start to come in, but this corn is well into R5, well into dent, so we're getting really late on these applications, but you can really see the outstanding protection that was provided by Adastrio here. So you can see how utilizing both Ziehmer and Adastrio in your fungicide program can provide you different levels of control and different needs for performance when it comes to disease protection, and really help you kind of maximize that yield protection you need from your fungicide program.
We saw a lot of interesting things out here between treatments versus our non-treated. Do you have a couple final thoughts you want to finish up with?
Well, obviously, like I said, when we get heavy disease years, we definitely see the benefit of foliar fungicides. Ziehmer down at planting time being that foliar fungicide we can apply, use that systemic movement to move up through the plant. We're definitely seeing the benefit out of that this year. In addition to the disease control or disease suppression we see from it, we also get the physiological benefits, root growth, plant health, lower canopy health. We really see the leaf retention with Ziehmer there. If we get a heavy disease year, we can add Adastrio to that, or use Adastrio by itself if we're just concerned about those foliar disease late in the year. Outstanding performance. So FMC's got a nice stable of options for disease control, whether to fit your operation, whether you're wanting to do that with at-plant or foliar fungicides, and we're seeing really good control across a broad spectrum of diseases when we use a number of these FMC fungicides.
Yeah, Gail, I think the flutriafol is a key piece of all of our fungicides here at FMC, and getting that long residual control is really what farmers need to get them to the end of the year and get their crop in the bins.
Absolutely. It's about protecting that crop through those critical periods of reproduction, try to maximize that return on investment when we're going across that field.
Thanks for talking late season diseases here with FMC.